Hi, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping in. I wanted to say hi to everyone. I'm going to wait for a few more followers to stop in. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm reviewing this, a DIY book nook kit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put it together or not, but yeah, it looks pretty ingenious. Has anybody ever done that before? You got your jammies, but no coffee. Hi, Pammy. Hi, Little Stitch. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy my Dollar Tree hauls. Thank you for stopping in. I wanted to get in a little bit earlier than before. I stopped in about midnight last week, so I wanted to get in a little bit earlier. But thank you, everybody, for stopping in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. That's what I'm here for. I just want to connect with everyone. Thank you for stopping in. I did my skincare. I've got my PJs on. I actually found this shirt from Walmart last week for $3 on the clearance aisle. And yeah, of course, I love a great deal. I need my eyes just to see my comments. I apologize. Hi, Nancy. Touch of fire twice. Yes, I am still a barber. Thank you so much. Sitting in your hospital bed, Nancy. I hope you're doing okay. I'll pray for you. Do I need to pray for you? Is everything okay? I am still a barber. Not too much has changed from that. I'm working on probably about 36 years as a barber. I'd love to say that I can retire soon, but I can't. It just can't happen. But I am down to 3 days. I'm down to about 23 hours a week. So that's my semi-retirement plan. My next bake with me is soon. I am getting together a sourdough bread that does not take any fermentation and can be prepared in one day. And I think that's great. I can't wait to bring that to you. Unfortunately, when my mom passed away last month, I killed my starter. And you can do that by not feeding it. And I'll have to get into that with you about my sourdough. But yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna bake sourdough bread in one day. Your blood sugar went down. I'm sorry. You're having problems with your diabetic ulcer. Isn't that something? It's a bitch getting older, right? I just, you know, I dealt with not to get TMI, but last year during 2024, I had my first bout and hopefully my only bout of skin cancer. And it was squamous cell skin cancer, squamous cell cancer. And what that is, luckily I caught it in time. They removed it and they told me that they removed all the cancer, so I shouldn't have to worry about getting any type of cancer from that particular skin cancer. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, it really is a bitch getting older. It's not for the weak, right? I'm learning at 55 and fab. I'm here for the questions. I'd love to know what you want to know about me. What do you think about the Dollar Tree prices? Like, let's talk about it. Because I'm hyped up on my caffeine in my pajamas. Hi, Ahmad. No, I'm not crying. Nope, no tears tonight. I'm holding steady. Hi, Colette. The grandbabies are good. I see my grandbabies this afternoon. We went shopping with my angel baby. And yes, we had a lot of fun. I love spending time with them. I absolutely love my grandbabies. They've really grounded me in the last few years. And I tell you, ever since the death of my mom, I have become very, very close with my grandbabies and my daughter. I just want to keep them close. Everybody's drinking their coffee. Let the ping begin, yes. Although I went an hour last live and I didn't have to go to the bathroom. My husband's doing fine, Colette. Thank you so much for asking. Yes. Yes, I do think it should have stayed at $1, and I'm really not liking the $1.75, and I'm definitely not really liking the fact that it's turning into like a family dollar or a Dollar General. Yeah, that's what I'm learning. I mean, that's what I feel like when I walk into the store. Yep. Yep, Pammy, you're right. They're upping everything like Five Below also. But you know, I'm learning that you can go into the Family Dollar or the Dollar General and you can actually find $1 products there. And yeah, I'm thinking about stopping in there and seeing about, maybe I can put together a haul in the Family Dollar or the Dollar General. I'm not quite sure what's in your area. But we even have a Dollar General market here in Maryland where I'm at. And yeah, they sell food. So I've only been in there one time. If you'd like to see that or, see a walkthrough of something like that, let me know. Yes, $1.75, I do agree, is way too much for some of the products that are at the local Dollar Tree. I mean, $1 was a great find. It was a great buy. Gosh, you could feel like $1,000,000 walking out of the Dollar Tree. But anymore, you're kind of going in there and yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I really, really don't. Um, I don't. Hey, WTF is with you. I love that. Dollar General has a nice dollar section. Yes, it does. I love your name, by the way. I love that. Now you're getting less product for more money. Yes, you are. We've been doing that for years, right? It just seems like our boxes are getting smaller, all of our products, everything, it seems like in the last, I don't know, it seems like the last decade, really. It's been changing over. They're kind of like preparing us for what's going on now, is what it seems like. Hi, Callie Chaos. Yeah, you do have to have an eagle eye on prices nowadays. You have to really, really think about where you're spending your money, right? Especially, I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's butt. We're all in the same boat, right? I mean, I think I'm in the same boat. I might have a couple people rowing holes in my boat, but I'm doing pretty good at keeping the water out. I hope my husband doesn't mind either, Pammy. He's going to hear me and he's going to come out. He might make a little introduction, and ask me who the hell I'm talking to this late at night, but we'll see about that one. He can be a little green around the ears, I guess you could say. You know, I remember feeling the difference when it went from a dollar to a dollar 25. But let me tell you something, 125 to 175, and then throwing in $3 items every now and then grabbing a $5 item because you think it's a great buy. And they do have some great buys in that $5 section. Their baskets, their plastic tubs. I mean, you can really go to Walmart and find that you can't find a plastic tub for any less than $7 a nice sized tub. Whereas at the Dollar Tree, you can get one for $5. So that's great. There's certain things you got to pick and choose, right? Thank you for all the love. Hi, Lynn. Eggs are starting to come down. I haven't seen that. I have not seen eggs coming down. It seems like I'm paying about, I'd say the average is about $4 for a dozen. And I'm not liking that. I have seen at the Walmart where you can buy actual flats and maybe two flats for $15 maybe. But yeah. Hi, Bobby. Thank you so much. Yeah. PJs, I just did my skincare. I am doing micro needling. Has anybody else done that? You know, it's no, you know, I got 55 years going on here, and I'm trying to combat it. And but being back on YouTube, I absolutely love watching everyone review their beauty items, their beauty products, the things that they love, their tried and tested things. And I'm picking and choosing things from here and there. So yes, I've started my micro needling journey, and so far so good. $50 for I know that on the West Coast, they're paying an average of $1 an egg, if not more. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous. It's just how can they justify doing that and making us pay that? I don't understand. Oh, you thought $6 was good for a dozen over there in Cali? No, no. If we were $6 here, I would be like, I would be like, how do they expect us to live? You know, back in the day, eggs used to be really a cheap staple, an egg sandwich. Now it's not. 55 in June. Hi, Marlene from Boston. Oh, are you from Boston? In Boston, the average price of eggs is around $8 right now. You know, I was just up in Massachusetts, and I should have asked my brother how much he pays for a dozen of eggs. I did not ask that. It was 12 bucks. That's not cool. No, eggs are for either the rich or the people who can afford to have a chicken in their backyard. I don't, I'm here in Baltimore, and it's kind of like, it's not city. I live in the county, but there's people in homes, like townhomes, that have chickens in their backyard. I mean, I think you're allowed to have X amount of chickens, but it's amazing. We have to do what we have to do sometimes. And the roosters are annoying for sure. Thank you, Cali Chaos. Thank you so much. Great for like 10:30 at night here in Baltimore on the East Coast. Skincare, lighting. I don't know. I don't have the right light. I actually just my big ring light, my 18-inch ring light that I've had for 7 years, that I bought off of Amazon. It was a professional edition that I got to do my YouTube videos. Finally crashed, and it started to smoke. So we got rid of that. And yeah, I'm looking for the next best thing. I'm looking on Amazon because I absolutely love Amazon when it comes to finding things that I need to do whatever I need to do. I mean, anything. You can find anything on Amazon. That is ridiculous. You're not a morning person. yeah, it would get to me. I don't have a rooster here, but I have heard them, and it's crazy. Like, but you need a rooster for them to lay the eggs or something like that. But I tell you what, if you've ever had a fresh egg, you probably would not want a store-bought egg. I mean, absolutely wonderful. Even the yolk looks like a deeper yellow. It's almost orange. It has so many nutrients in it. So yeah, a great thing. Plus you can leave them on your counter for 3 months. Hi, Nay. Yes, I love Amazon. You can't beat it. It's so quick. I am a Prime member. Um, yeah, right now I'm averaging a few boxes a week. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Hi, Jana. I'm not a morning person. Well, I kind of am a morning person actually because I like to get into work, get it done, and get out. Um, I don't have to work tomorrow, so that's why you see me here. And I appreciate everyone just stopping in to say hi. I appreciate that. I have a video going up tomorrow. We are going to review all the Dollar Tree products that I've used up because I found some good things and some bad things, and I want to pass it on to my Dollar Tree lovers. And, if we're going to spend $1.25, $1.75 for our items from the Dollar Tree, I think these product reviews from the Dollar Tree are even more important. So, yes, I'm putting that up tomorrow. Stay tuned. Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much, Deanna. Hi, Delilah. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping in. I really do appreciate everyone. I wanted to get on here and just say hi. I haven't been on for a week, and I didn't want anybody to think that, I went on a hiatus again, because that's not what we're doing. We're working hard. We're staying strong. Hi, Yaya. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you again for stopping in. Thank you, Callie Chaos. Thank you so much. It means so much to know that, even if it's just 5 people that watch my video, I am happy with that because I'm making a difference in somebody's life, and that's what I'm here for. And yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for supporting me and loving me. And for all my OGs, I mean, you are just the best. You really are. You really are. My family is doing well. Thank you very much. We're hanging in there. I'm glad to be back. I'm so glad to be back, and thank you so much. It's been bittersweet, from the loss of my old channel 45 and Fab, to the new creation of Fab Chaos, and really the last 5, 6 years since I've been trying to get this going. Life has just been a bunch of chaos, but I'm back and I'm ready to go forward. It's a different part of my life right now. And if you're older like myself, you know what I mean. And if you don't have family anymore, it probably means even more to you. But thank you. Yep, I know you have, Yaya. Thank you so much. I do remember the comments that I got from 45 and Fab, and there are names that stick out to me because, when you're doing YouTube, you have people that actually gravitate towards you and that really do enjoy you, that become your YouTube friends, and they talk to you and they leave comments on almost every video, and they so happy to see you and this, that, and the other, and you remember their names. You might not know their face or anything like that because they might not have a channel of themselves, but you remember their names. And let me tell you something, when I see my OGs and their names, I've got to let you know that I am so happy to see you. Yes, you are the reason why I'm here. You are the reason that I was thinking, I wanted to get back to you. Every time I walked into the Dollar Tree, you were the thoughts that I was thinking. Because I couldn't go into the Dollar Tree and buy things and think to myself, why aren't I showing this to you? Because I knew that there were like, You know, I had 28,000 subscribers on 45 and Fab. So there were a lot of people that enjoyed my Dollar Tree hauls. And I thought of you very often. I really did. Yes. But I've got to put this DIY book nook together. Has anybody put one of these together? This thing looks like it's going to be really hard to put together. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to try. Thought about you often. Thank you so much. I know that. I really do know that deep in my heart that there were people that were waiting for me to come back. They were thinking about me. I seen the comments come through. It might have been a few comments here and there, but I did see you come through. And I do want to apologize to everyone who was waiting for me. And, you know, I didn't really get to say goodbye, and nobody really knew what was going on with me. And it was just a trying time for me. So thank you, everyone, for just sticking by me. And, you know, it does mean a lot. It really does. It really does. Yes, I'm going to do another story time. I'm trying to get myself to do it, to be honest with you. With Mom passing, I've kind of shifted my thought process. Those videos were created when I was able to think, right? So give me a little bit of time and I'll have the third episode to match that story time, because I know that you're trying to keep up with the story and I want to give you the story. So yes, story time. Thank you so much. It's hard, but I like to give it to you. You've watched me since my angel baby was 12 or 13. My angel baby is 19 going on 20. And she is a mom of her. She's a great mom. I saw her tonight with her babies. We went shopping and we had coffee. She really does try to do the best job she can for her young 19-year-old age. She's a mother. She takes care of her own home, has her own car. Her and her boyfriend, her baby daddy, if you will, have been together since 5th grade. So I'm very proud of both of them. He works very hard to take care of her. So yeah, it's just a wonderful thing being a grandma and then watching your child, your only child, a female at that, flourish at so young of an age, because she's so much smarter than I was. I could never think of doing what she's doing. I'm so proud of her too. You know, of course, we would like to see our children go to college, to go into the service, to do something noble. But when your child comes to you at 16 years old and tells you that she wants to be a mother, that this is what she wants to do, how do you give her a hard time? You know, everybody was telling me that why wasn't I coming down on her hard and this, that, and the other. Why? Why would I want to break her spirit? She already knew what she did. She was bringing another life into this world at 16. So all I could do was stand by her and support her. And I surely did. Yeah. 3 daughters. Oh my goodness. That's tough. 1 daughter was bad enough, but 3, whew, I would be pulling my hair out. I don't know. It says, this message is on hold for review. Somebody must have sent a message and I'm not quite sure. It's hard nowadays raising kids. It definitely is. It was hard, you know, 20 years, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, but definitely hard today. I don't know how she's doing it. I don't know how they're doing it as a young couple, but they are. He works as a carpenter. I mean, he's doing really good. I can't say anything bad. It's for a young couple to be And she comes to me, they come to me for advice, for them to be doing the same thing as an adult would do. He's working, she's taking care of the home and the kids, going to the grocery store, shopping, she's buying the things for the home. Um, he's taking out the trash. Like, they're learning what they have to do. Um, it's great. And you have 6 grandbabies. How wonderful. Oh my God, 6 grandbabies. You know, Pam, I'd like to think that it does reflect on me. I was a single mom from 3 on, and I would love to think that I was a great mom to her and that I loved her so much that she thought having a child would bring her the same joy that I exuded to her, because she knows that that was, and I will say it until the day I die, they were the best years of my life, raising my angel baby, whether I was a single mother or not. A lot of people said some really negative things about me. And, you know, my mother, just recently, before she passed away, we had just started to recently connect after a long time of being separated. Um, she said to me she didn't think that I was going to pull it off. And that was her words. I didn't think you were going to pull it off, but you did. And she meant raising my daughter. I don't know why she thought that. I mean, maybe I do because, you know, I'm a little rough around the edges and I can get a little chaotic at times, but I always kept my daughter in mind. She was always 100%. And it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. It was the best thing I've ever done in my life. It made me the happiest. I had the greatest time. I mean, and she tells me that I was a great mom. And how much more do you need? Confirmation do you need than your own child telling you that? So I'm just so happy with her. Yeah, I hope it gets better soon. Angel Baby does like to cook, and she is actually thinking about doing a vlog on TikTok, maybe one of those. So she's working on that. Hi, Jana. Yes, I hope that she does know her boyfriend and they do go on forever. We see it all the time, right? Some people just get lucky in that sense. And I hope that my daughter is one of the lucky ones, because mama has never been lucky. Never been lucky. Always had to struggle for everything. Thank you, Callie Chaos. Thank you, Yaya. Yes, we do have to have unconditional love. And I always tell my daughter, the best thing you can do for your babies is love them. Love them, love them, love them. Show them you love them. Tell them that you love them. Like, the one thing with my mom, no matter how bad it was around in our world, we knew our mom loved us and cared for us. And it meant so much. It meant so much. And when my mom passed away, I didn't think about this. Hi, AJ. I didn't think about this, but someone told me, Lise, you know, not everybody had a good mom. And here I am at 55, and I knew, I heard it, but to be told by somebody who didn't have a good mom that some people don't have good moms and that they don't feel the same as I felt when their mom passes was so sad. It was so sad that some people in this world never get to feel that unconditional love that our mother gives us. And that is one of the biggest parts that I was mourning with my mom and am still mourning is, and you hope that you would get this from your child or your children and from your loved one or loved ones, but you would hope that you get unconditional love that does not judge you and cares genuinely for your heart and doesn't want to hurt you with their words or their actions. that kind of love is very hard to find. And that kind of love, I think, is only from your mother. And I could be wrong, but I do believe that. And that's the only true love that I personally have ever felt other than my daughter, my own child. And I never really understood what being a mother was until I had my daughter, and I seen my mother come out in me, because my mom was also, although she had her flaws in different areas like we all do, my mom loved me to death. And I can say that with so much belief in my heart, that I know my mom loved me to death and I love my mom to death. And that is the best thing that you could give to your child, is love. Because no matter what happens, as long as you love your child, they'll always want to come back to you, share you, be with you. It is. Your mom's been gone for 24 years. That's so sad, yeah. Um, it probably feels like it was yesterday, right? Hi, Deanna. Well said. My words come out sometimes like gibberish. Sometimes my brain works too fast, and then I talk too fast, and then my words get all mixed up. I did want more than one child, Delilah, and that's a wild story. Hi, Jana. You don't have any kids. You love them and you babysit several. Do I talk to anyone from my child anymore? We are all a flawed crew in this world. Yes, we are, Kelly. Do I talk to anyone from my childhood? I do on Facebook. Facebook is an amazing thing. I mean, when I got into Facebook, I think about 13, 14 years ago, I connected with my first boyfriend from 13 years old. I think he was my first kiss. Yeah, and ever since then, I've connected with people I went to school with, elementary school, middle school. I never went to high school, so I didn't have any high school friends. But yeah, I talk to them there. If I see them, do I see them in person? No. I live in a small town, but every now and then I bump into someone from school, and they always say hi. And did I ever want more children? I did want more children. 6 months after I had my daughter, I told my husband, let's do it again. I wanted to do it again. I didn't want to wait. I was 36 years old, and I told him, let's do it. He didn't want to do it. He said, no, 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 let's wait. And then I think 6 months later, he came back to me and said, okay, I'm ready. And I was like, nope. It had passed. That baby fever, if you will, had passed. And I stuck with one baby. I do wish I had a son, but I get to live through my daughter and, enjoy her son and her daughter. And I think that's a great thing. So, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I said that there are some people in the world that don't have good relationships. And I think it's sad and I don't understand it. But I'm trying to understand it now in my older age, trying to think about other people's feelings. I'm a barber, so I talk to a lot of people. And I just had this conversation today with my husband. We can't be so short with people in the world. Somebody that cuts us off, with their grocery cart or with their car, or doesn't hold the door for us, or does something that we're like, "Psst, what the hell?" No, we have to actually step back and think, because we don't know what someone else has gone through. We don't know what they went through that day. We don't know what's happened, period. And some people are holding in a lot that they don't expose to the world, because when you expose it to the world, what does the world do? They judge you. You don't get that unconditional love, right? You'd like to think you do. We want support. You might get a little bit of it, but you're not. You're getting a low percent. So we hold it in. A lot of us hold it in. And when somebody barks at us, we go off and they wonder why we've gone off because they don't know what's inside, right? So, you know, just step back in our older age and think about the next guy because they may have lost their parent, they may have lost their child, they may have lost their sibling, they may have lost in life, period. And why would we want to hurt? I don't want to hurt the next guy. I want to be a light. Hi, AJ. I hope to have my good stories and my lessons years from now. I'd love to have them up for everybody to see, and I hope that I can make a difference in somebody's life, even if it's just one person. You know, she could be 55, she could be 25. I don't really care. That's what I'm here for. You know. Hi, Pammy. Yes. You know, a lot of people are like that. I know a lot of people who would go above and beyond, and sometimes it's people who don't have what other people have, people who are disabled and people who have had loss. They're the most sweetest people because they don't want someone else to feel the same way that they've felt. And I can respect that. I can, it's very noble, I think, of people who are like that, to be so selfless and not really think of themselves. I didn't say I was always nice to everyone. I didn't say that. Sometimes I can be very short. And, you know, sometimes, especially here in Baltimore, some people don't deserve your respect. And I'm learning to just walk away. But I have been retaliated against when I've turned my back and walked away. So you really have to be streetwise, period. It doesn't matter whether you live in Baltimore or New York or Philadelphia, because you have to know you can't turn your back on a stranger that you don't know because you don't know what they're going to do. It's unfortunate for the good ones, but there's a lot of evil out here. Yeah, I've got plenty of stories on that one too. Being nice and having someone not be so nice to me. I've been in many altercations with that. So am I nice all the time? No, I'm not. I'm not nice all the time. I am a bundle of chaos, and I will give it to you if you give it to me. I demand respect in my older age. And, you know, if you know me from YouTube, I've gotten a lot of hate. And with my other channel, 45 and Fab, a lot of hate. And in the beginning, I didn't have such thick skin. So I would do rants. I have done videos where I have seen people being taken advantage of on YouTube that may have had a disability and started a YouTube channel. And in the comments, and this is a true story, in the comments, somebody has told them to go kill themselves. Let me tell you something. I have done a rant on YouTube. I've done a video on 45 and Fab. You can't find it, but it was out there back in the day. I'd say at least 8, 9 years ago, taking up for that person and just trying to be a voice for them. I may not have made a difference, but I'm hoping that I made a difference to, I can't remember. I want to say it was Tyler. I could be wrong. To the person that was being bullied on YouTube. I don't stand for that. I don't stand for anyone treating our younger children badly and our elderly badly. I don't stand for men treating females badly. And I don't stand for females treating men badly. I'm I'm all over the spectrum, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. I am such a sweetheart, but then in the second sentence, I can be mean as hell. I mean, how many of us are like that, right? We're all like that. We all have a fine line, right? People can be very cruel. Well, that's good that you don't come across too many rude people. You must be in the country. Where are you at? Because, girl, I'm in Baltimore, and Baltimoreans are pretty damn rude. I hate to say it. We can be very selfish because we have some evil people out here. So we have to watch our back. And I don't mean to sound so city, but that is the truth. Oh, yeah. Animals, too. I'm all about that. It's one of the reasons why I don't like some of our NFL players. Or just, yeah, they make way too much money and then they want to do dog fighting and shit like that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. I don't think that we should be paying them. We should be watching their sports for them to be acting that way, if they treat animals that way, what do you think they're doing to females? And we've seen some of the football players and how they treat their females. It is tough in Baltimore. Yes, it is, Deanna. It really is. Are you here with me? And you can tell everybody the truth of the matter. You're in York, PA. It's not too bad. York, PA. Me and my husband go through there all the time. I was actually up there, gosh, just a couple days ago. I mean, we absolutely love Strasburg and Lancaster. He loves Lancaster. We go up to York, Harrisburg. We were just up towards Harrisburg. I think tomorrow he was planning a trip on the motorcycle because we're getting up to 80 degrees to, where did he say? Gosh, I can't even remember. My brain is dead. But we've been there a million times. It's like West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland in this little corner. Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I love Tennessee. I don't think I've ever been there, Jana, but I might have been through there. But I think that's where my grandfather used to take me when I was a young child, and they used to shoot the gun through the sign. I think so. I could be wrong. Not in York? Oh, hell no. Near York. Oh, you're near York. You're not in York. Because York is pretty tough, isn't it? I mean, that's like city, right? But beautiful. Pennsylvania is absolutely beautiful. It really is. I have just been recently introduced to Pennsylvania over the last maybe 4 years, and I love it. I love it. I don't love it as much as West Virginia, because West Virginia to me is very country, and I just love West Virginia. It's so laid back and calm. Not that Pennsylvania isn't, because Pennsylvania is beautiful. The mountains, just all of it. I love it. Bye, Yaya. Good night. Bye. Good night, Yaya. It is so pretty. We'd love to run through there. I'm going to have him take me back to the caverns. I've been there twice in my life. I went there maybe last year or the year before, but that is a beautiful ride on the bike. And it's a beautiful ride if you could drive to the caverns. And that is Luray Caverns, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and we just walk through the caverns. It's the stalactites, and you can go to the shop that's inside there, and you can buy beautiful crystals and stones that they actually pull out of the earth. And yeah, a crystal from West Virginia, it's a wonderful thing. Yes, everyone, say goodnight to Yaya. It is so neat. It's not too expensive. They have a car museum that's attached to it. So if you go to Luray Caverns, you can go to the museum for free. So that's a cool thing. I guess nobody's tried to put together a book nook, right? A book nook? No? Do you know what that is? You put it together, and then you slide it in between your bookcase, like your books in your bookcase, and it lights up. I'm hoping to put it together and show you. It's not easy. It's not very expensive, although some of them can be expensive, but it is very tedious. This thing will probably take me, I don't know, forever. Has anybody put one together? I have a friend that puts them together like they're nothing. I don't know. No idea. I've been to Thermont. Yes, I have. I've been to Thermont. Yes, I have. I've been to many different places. Hi, Sandra, saying hello from Connecticut. I've been to Stamford, Connecticut. When my angel baby was very small, I used to put her into beauty pageants, believe it or not. And we went to Stamford, Connecticut when she was probably not quite 2 years old. And she placed third in a beauty pageant. And I love that for her. But by the time she turned 3, she never wanted to go back on the stage and walk in the pretty dresses. She really didn't have anything that she really enjoyed, singing. And, she didn't, at 3 years old, they don't have talents. But she didn't really have anything she enjoyed, so she didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to press her. But that was fun days. Hi, Deborah from Minnesota. Wow. Is it cold up there? Minnesota, you're up there, right? Wow. It was 60 degrees today, and it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. Yes, Jana, I'm trying to get her to do a bake with me. I'm trying to get her to do a video with me, but she just will not. She wants to do a video and do videos on her own. I was just out with her today, and we bought a ring light. And what else did she get? She wants to do baking videos and cleaning videos. And I think that there's a big genre for that, right? It's a niche for that. So I think she's on TikTok. She's not on YouTube. Although I've tried to get her to go on YouTube. It's hard to put yourself out there, right? And there are a lot of haters out here. So I want her to do whatever she wants to do because it's hard. It really is. It's hard for us grown women to be out here, let alone a young girl. Very rainy and snowy. 40 degrees in Minnesota. Oh, we've got 2 girls here from Minnesota. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, it's freezing cold. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, it's terrible. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and just stopping in with me. We're working on 48 minutes now. I like to keep these at about an hour. If you have any questions, please ask me right now. I want to keep up with everyone. I'm not really sure if I'm going to put this on membership or if I'm going to just let it go and let all my subscribers see it because, there's a lot of banter that goes on my lives and I really love to share it. I really would. But I'm not sure if anybody would really enjoy this because it only looks like maybe about 33, 34 people have stopped in. So not too many of you, but I appreciate every single one of you, of course. And that's why I'm here. I'm going to try this once a week to just keep in touch with everybody and be as transparent as I can. Where would I move to if I could? Anywhere at all, and why? Oh gosh, that's a crazy question right now for me because I've got so many ideas. It all depends if I'm rich or if I'm poor, to be honest with you. It was 80 where you were at. Amazing. We had 80 degrees about 2 days ago. Where would I move? I did say West Virginia was awesome. I've probably got a couple different places I'd love to move to. So if I was poor, I probably would move to West Virginia in the woods. I'd buy 5 acres of land and I'd build myself a tiny cabin and I'd live off grid for sure. I'd have my own chickens. I'd have pigs, cows for milk. I'd make my own fruits and vegetable trees I'd have. And if I was rich, I would probably love I don't think I would live overseas, so I would probably live in Hawaii. I probably would live in sunny Hawaii. And I would probably pick Kauai because the island of Kauai is known for adventure. And in my old age, hell, I'd love to learn how to surf, right? I don't know. I think Kauai so that my grandbabies could come and they could have a grand time at my grandma's place. So yeah, that's where I would live. You'd break in my cabin? Oh, okay, Mob. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what that comment says. Stop yapping. Stop fucking yapping before I beat a granny. You know what? There's always a hater, right? You know, we're just going to try to ignore him, and we're working on 51 minutes, so I've got 8 minutes with my subscribers who absolutely love me. But you can see right there what we were just talking about. There's always an evil person, always. So we're going to forget about him or her. Thank you so much, Summer. It's so nice to hear from you. It's so nice everybody stopped in. And yeah, hey, BB. BB's Sweet 67. I love that. You did. Thank you so much. I can't get to my buttons right now, but thank you, sweetheart. That's part of teamwork and working together. And you know what? Everybody that's here is here, and I know that. Thank you, Deborah. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, why? Why? Sometimes people aren't necessarily here for you. They just want to see what's going on. And, I'll hear that somewhere else down the line. And this is exactly why 45 and Fab got taken from me, because of haters like that. I just don't understand why being so cruel is great. Hi, Scent Realm. Thank you so much. Hi, Brenda. I do need a moderator. And, it's all new to me. It really is. It's all new to me. And who do you trust, Brenda? Like, who do you trust to... That was my big thing. And I had people who helped me. I actually had a few people that helped me on 45 and Fab. I think 28,000 subscribers was a big jump. It took me 5 years to get to that. And I had someone help me with all the different things that I needed as far as like, not my filming, because I always film myself, but they would help me with my editing, and they would help me with my music and different things like that, because I did not understand it. And that was fun, but it didn't last very long, because soon after that, I got hacked. So it kind of, I did my research. Yeah. I can trust you. Yes, of course. Yeah. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, a lot of hateful comments. Some people do just want attention. I don't understand that. Like, why? I don't understand what being cruel to some human being gets you. Like, have they ever heard of karma? Do they know God? Like, seriously, like, what do you do in your daily life? What do you do for like work, and how do you treat people when you come across them? Are these the people that cut us off on the highway and with their carts in the grocery store and give us dirty looks for no reason at all? Like, why? I don't understand the world sometimes. I don't understand people. And that's why I'm really not a people person. I really am not. Hi, Summer. Thank you so much, sweetheart. It's okay. It's okay. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. We have. I mean, we've come a long way. I'm good. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for, helping me with that. We didn't need to see that. I didn't want you to see it. I didn't want to see it, but I was surely going to ignore it. I wasn't going to let it bother me and my time with you. I won't do that anymore. It's just not happening. I appreciate you, and I love you guys too much to do that. And thank you for loving me enough to block that bastard. I appreciate that. My girls. Hi, Elsie. They have no life. You're right. They must not. Or, maybe we need to think about why they're like that. And it can be horrible to do that, but there's obviously a reason why they act that way or they treat people that way. And did their mom treat them badly when they were a kid? Did their did people treat them badly as a child and they grew up with those tendencies? Because doesn't that start when you're a child? Or do you get older and you're a good person and you think, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to treat people badly? I don't think so. I don't think good people treat people badly. I think you start bad. You're created bad when you're younger. I'm sorry, but that's what I believe. I believe it does start when we're children. And it's our job as parents to make sure we don't destroy our children's mind. Well, thank you so much, Saint Rome. I appreciate that. Sandra, thank you. Thank you. I mean, come on. I don't understand it. You know what else I don't understand? I don't understand what is happening with the monetization and the algorithm on YouTube. My videos have been, I don't know, are they blacklisted? Like something's going on with my videos to where I am being ranked all the way down and they're just not being put out. I think after a week, my YouTube video has yet to get 1,000 views. And that's kind of odd, although I don't get very many more than that these days, but I'm not sure what that's all about. So we're going to have to figure that out, but we're going to keep on trampling on. So we've got a Bake With Me coming up. Tomorrow we have our Dollar Tree reviews coming up, where I'm going to review a lot of food products as well as beauty products, all from the Dollar Tree, and let you know what I thought were fails and wins, which it's a lot, ladies. And hi, Star. Thank you so much. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, Mustangs from Idaho. Wow. Idaho. That's a long ways from me. But thank you. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. It's been wonderful. It really has. It's been great being back since the beginning of January. I did try to get back into YouTube to try to put things. I had a lot of things going on in the beginning of the year, as you know. And if you don't know, my mom just passed last month, and she was terminally ill for this last year. And I had been traveling back and forth once a month, sometimes twice a month this year to Massachusetts to visit her. And it's just been chaotic. But the beginning of January, I took a break and I decided to do something for me, and that was start up my YouTube again and start filming and get back into this. And I'm glad that I did. I plan on just taking it as far as I can go and bringing you into my life again. And I, again, appreciate everyone for stopping in and seeing me this evening. We're just about finished. Hi, Elsie, you're from Colorado. Wow, beautiful over there. Thank you, Saint Rome. Thank you very much. Cindy from Kentucky. Everybody, much love to all of you. I really do appreciate it. Almost makes me kind of welt up inside all the love that you're giving me right now. You know, it really does feel good, and I want to let everybody else know, everyone on my channel right here, right now, that you are loved also. You're worthy of everything that you're telling me that I'm worthy of. You know, it's like that one saying that I really enjoy these days. When you say hello to someone or bye to someone and you don't really know what their intentions are, or you want to give them some good luck or bad luck, just tell them, have the day that you deserve, because it says a lot. And you're putting that out into the universe. And by George, if you've got a good person in front of you, they will have a good day. If you've got a bad person in front of you, they will have a bad day. And you will get your just due. I think that's... Hi, Robin. It costs nothing to be kind. You're right. Wow. Robin, you're an OG, and I've got quite a many of them. They usually find me on my lives, and especially at night. I haven't seen Veronica. Aquarian Dream, how are you? Good night, Callie. Good night, sweetheart. You could also say, have a nice day unless you have other plans. That's kind of forward, isn't it? That sounds, so you hear how I just said that? I can be pretty sarcastic with that. But I think that the comment is supposed to be sarcastic, right? Everyone, we've just hit 1 hour, and I'd like to call it an evening. I am going to probably just try to relax and go to sleep. It's 11:16, and yeah, I'm looking forward to today. No, I'm looking forward to tomorrow and uploading my video for my product review from my Dollar Tree products. Yes, I hope everyone will stop in. Thank you. You could say also, have a nice day, unless you have other plans. Good night, everyone. Enjoy. Sleep well. Thank you, Scent Realm. Yeah, I know. Let's keep all those evil haters away, and let's know that we have love for everyone. Let's be kind. Let's also remember to say our prayers tonight. To everyone, thank you so much for stopping in, and I will see everyone soon. Much love. Good night. Thank you.